Great college basketball game. Stinks we lost. Played a great team. We played at a high level. We did a lot of good things. We couldn't get them guarded. And if you really dig into the stats, they didn't guard us very well either. But, when a two-possession game like that, we needed one miss out of them and one more make out of us, and we'd be having a whole different vibe in the locker room right now. But give them credit. It's a great basketball team. I think we hopefully learned today that we're capable of being a great basketball team ourselves, and got a lot of games and big games yet to come for us down the road here.
All right. So, Coach, you guys came out today on offense pretty methodical, bleeding out the shot clock, just slowing the game down, letting it come to you. And you guys dominated while doing that. I think you started off on an 18-8 run. So was that part of the game plan, or was that just the way it was going at that time?
No, we talked a lot about trying to get the pace. We wanted the pace slower early, and I give our guys credit because we made a lot of shots, and could have easily been 8-8 right there. We played well. We tried to milk it and bleed it. We were a little, just concerned about legs. I mean, we had a tough 48 hours in terms of travel and scheduling. So I thought the best chance we had was to try to shrink the game a little bit, and we did that. And we played. I mean, my gosh, I mean that was a high level for us. I'm disappointed we lost. Frustrated that we didn't make one or two more plays, but guys were bought in. We had couple defensive. I don't even have a word for it at crunch time where we inadvertently double teamed a guy that we weren't doing, cost us a layup. We had a switch that we didn't get executed that cost us a layup. So that was, and we weren't really stopping them anyway. I mean, my gosh, they were 20 for 29. So maybe we switched and they scored anyway, but I would feel better had we done what we were supposed to do and they scored versus, we gave them a couple. So, but yeah, no, it was definitely part of the game plan, and the guys did a good job.
So, after that opening run, you guys did pick up the pace a little bit. I don't know if they made you pick the pace up somehow, some way, but after you guys started putting up more shots, they then found their rhythm and started playing the brand of offensive basketball that they usually play. So why did the pace change? Was it just something that they did to you guys to get you out of rhythm, or?
No, I don't think we were out of rhythm. I mean, we kept scoring. Honestly, we subbed, and we got some great contributions off the bench. Unfortunately, the first run when we subbed, that was the one bad stretch. The guys off the bench weren't as sharp, and they tightened the game back down during that stretch. And then the subs guys off the bench were awesome after that. But it was more that than anything. I mean, we were when every shot goes in, the pace of the game didn't get spun on us till the second half, and honestly, they were doing it after makes. We scored and they raced it down, got layups, and then when we didn't score, they got us a couple times. But there were some bad ones after we scored that. They do a great job. That's how they play. It's what they do, and we just didn't have the ability to get back and get them walled off like we needed to.
So this was, all things considered, this is probably the best offensive performance we've seen you guys put together, maybe since the last America East team, right? So you guys were exceptional tonight. How were you able to unlock that tonight?
Well, I think guys are getting more comfortable. We're not going to, necessarily make everything every night. I mean, to be fair, we were 1 for 8 from 3 in the second half. If we shoot 3 for 8, probably win, because we were fouling them on purpose at the end. We had a couple of the ones we missed in the last 4 or 5 minutes. Those were as good a looks as we had the whole game. We just didn't have an ability to make them. And I thought, to your point, when we went through, and we've played now 15 times, but it wasn't the Northeastern game, it was the Brown game. Brown's the first time we've started the 5 guys that were starting. So we were all the way to New Year's before that starting lineup played together. So, we should be getting a little better. They should be getting a little more comfortable. And it's not about who's a starter and who's not a starter. It's more about the rotations and who's playing together. Because obviously, I mean, Andre Snody's a starter. He's not getting it. He didn't start officially tonight, but he's in the game 2 minutes into it, and he plays starter minutes. He would have played more tonight. He had a back issue, which is why he was not playing as much. But yeah, so I think that those guys being together, AC missing games, Tyler missing games, we're now starting to hopefully build some chemistry and some timing together.
So with the defense tonight, I mean, we know what it was, right? Had a bad night, bad down low, bad on the perimeter, bad in transition. You know that already. I don't have to say it. So what makes Charleston so tough to defend? I mean, what was it them? Was it good offense or was it bad defense?
Combination. We had a couple, like I said, we had a couple silly things that we did, but I mean, you look at their team, like who did you watch them play and think, wow, that guy's not good? Now, the reason they hurt us, Fulton was shooting 26% from three on the year, and he goes 3 for 3. Yeah. Now, he's a good shooter. He made shots in his career prior to this year. We had in the scouting report that he was a 36 career percent three-point shooter, but that's not what he shot this season, and he went 3 for 3. Mm-hmm. But they don't have anybody you can't guard. I mean, to me, Ben Burnham's the most impossible guy they have to guard, and then all of a sudden the freshman off the bench just, kind of got big layup after big layup after big layup, the Butler kid, the D2 kid. I mean, they just keep coming at you. They keep coming at you, and every one of them is an offensive guy. Well, it doesn't mean they can't defend, but they're all scorers. So, I mean, it's them. I mean, nobody really guards them well, to be fair. And I'm worried about us, so I'm not worried about what everyone else is doing, but they score on everybody.
So the only real bad news from tonight is that you lost, right? I mean, you guys hung with the class of the conference. I guess right now UNC Wilmington's the team to beat, but this is the reigning conference champion. They're a 10, now 11 win team. And you led by as many as 15 points tonight. So having said that, when you're a good team and you guys prove tonight you're no slouches, there's no such thing as a moral victory. So do you view tonight as a step in the right direction, or do you view it as something like, we have a lot of work to do?
No, I mean, listen, there's a lot to build off of from tonight. It was way more positive than negative. Now that, Charleston has been the best team in the league for multiple years now. Right. Hofstra's good. Wilmington's good, but Wilmington is 0-2 right now. Now they won't finish that, but they're 0-2. So there's just a lot of good teams in our league. I mean, we're sitting here, we play today, and now we got to figure out how we're beating Towson on Thursday. I mean, the games keep coming. This is a high-level league, and if you look at what teams did in the non-conference, when you have a team go to Kentucky and win, and a team go to Villanova and win, this is a high-level basketball conference. So we got to worry about ourselves and keep getting better. But hopefully the guys took from tonight that we're good enough. We get in the conference tournament, we can compete with the best, and we got to find a way to make 1 or 2 more shots.
So just one more for you, and then I'll start talking to Tyler. But you might be able to comment on this, you might not. But a game like tonight where you expose one of the better teams in the conference, because Charleston hasn't defended well this year, and you blistered the nets against them tonight. So maybe this doesn't benefit you because you won't see them again unless you get them in the playoffs, but a night like tonight puts a lot of bad film against them out there. This might benefit the rest of the conference. Do you feel any solace in that and knowing that you kind of expose them, or would you rather be walking away with the win?
Look, we know how good they are. And they have a couple guys that we tried to go at a little bit, but let's be honest. I mean, they're an excellent team. They're an excellent team. So I think they're going to win a bunch of games. That's what I think.
Okay. So Tyler, as for you, congratulations on the 1,000-point mark, and you reached it with a windmill. It was pretty cool. So just talk to me about that play. And
well, I mean, long rebound, got the friendly tip off of it, and I was just went up strong. I've been kind of fiending to get a little windmill, and getting some regular dunks lately or some layups, but the windmill I kind of had in my mind for a while.
So did you realize while streaking towards the basket that this was about to be the 1,000-point mark, or?
Wasn't even thinking about it, honestly, man. I can't even lie to you. I feel like I had a dream about it being a windmill or something. I didn't want it to be a layup, but I'll take the dunk. It was nice, man.
Right, yeah, or a free throw or something like that. You had a great night again. Aaron had a great night. The whole offense was very good tonight. What was working for you individually, and how was the offense able to, put up the numbers that they put up tonight?
I thought individually, my teammates just, we ran some plays to get me to my spots, and I just do what I do. I hit my shots. We just executed, really. When we execute and we give the ball to our players in their spots, then, we'll be really hard to stop, and it shows. I mean, Fitz did a hell of a job. Everybody, in my opinion, got to their spots. Just like Coach said, defensively, we had a lot of brain farts. I got the foul at the end. Just bad IQ basketball play. Just a lot of brain farts. Doubled, like Coach said. So just defense really beat us.
So with a game like tonight where, you almost won, and obviously it hurts to say almost before it, but, on a night where you almost beat the class of the conference, how good does that feel, and how close do you think you guys are now to being in Charleston, Wilmington, Hofstra's class?
I think we're very close, to be honest with you. I mean, we fix up our defense and we continue to shoot with confidence and play confidently. I think we'll be a top team. Last year I felt like we were a top team. We chalked up. We shouldn't have lost a couple games. We shouldn't have split with a couple teams. We would have finished probably 5th or 4th.
Right.
So I think just a lot of people have written us off, and obviously for this game, they destroyed us last year. So obviously I had a lot of there was a little beef with that, a lot of smack talk last year. So now that we know that they're normal and we can compete with them, it's an even playing field. So looking prepared to continue to win games, and then we'll see them in the playoffs if we're on that side.